Welcome to Girl Talk. Thanks for joining us today. We're having a great time, as always, here at Monroe Furniture Center. Yes. I'm always so amazed by how huge this place is.
It is really incredible. Yeah.
I think every time we've come back, I explore a different corner and I end up finding different things.
I'm gonna have to ask Jerry when we talk to him later what the square footage is.
Yeah, it's huge.
What's amazing about it, though, is it is so big and they have so much, and yet it is kind of a small feel with the people here.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's a lot of familiar faces, people who, you know, they're here full time, they live in the community, they're going to get to know you and help you find something that's on budget and something you're interested in.
They could just about live here, too. There's
well,
beds.
I mean,
there's plenty of living room sets.
It's pretty comfy.
Ellen's comfortable.
That's right.
It's
the
so
appliances
comfortable.
are incredible. We're going to be talking about those later today.
Can I pull out the fake food? I always have to pull out the fake food.
It gets me every time.
I didn't see this one last time we were here, the fake spilled Coke.
Oh, see, that one gets me in particular because Jessa is a fan of Diet Coke. So the first time I saw it, I thought she had spilled her Diet Coke. I was convinced.
We need to plant this in her home.
That'd be a good one. Right. That'd be a good one.
Next to the real spilled bottle. Right.
Yeah, right? Well, we have a great show coming up for you guys today. We're going to be chatting with Village Smile Care. And Janet, you actually caught up with Dr. Angela Cody.
I did. They're out in Mount Horeb, and she's a great gal.
Yeah.
Easy to talk to and really knowledgeable, very approachable too when it comes to dentistry. We're talking about x-rays this time. Questions about like radiation or whether you need them every time. How often do you really need them and that kind of thing. Yeah. So we'll catch up with her. I do love going out there. It's a small office, really friendly people. And they got a great backyard, and isn't that important to have for a dentist?
That is important.
It really is.
You need something to look at out those windows,
But
right?
I think feeling comfortable is really important. I know for me, you know, even as an adult, I still get nervous going to the dentist, and there's no reason. I've never, you know, had any bad experiences.
I think that's really normal for people to get a little bit of dental anxiety.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's a little nerve-wracking. Someone's in your mouth. You want to make sure they know what they're up to, what they're doing. And
So being able to talk about those topics pretty candidly, I think, is really helpful.
The place has a small feel too. In fact, I was looking at pictures of people on the wall with great smiles, of course, and I'm thinking, are they models or are they real people?
Yep.
And I love that they're actually real people in the community.
That's awesome.
They had professional portraits taken to put in the dentist's office of their beautiful smiles.
Oh, that's unusual.
Yeah.
I like that.
But that's kind of neat because then, say a kid walks in and he's like, oh my gosh, that's my teacher, or that's my neighbor, or whatever, and you just feel like they go here. I guess it's okay that I can go here too.
Real people, real stories, real teeth.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're also talking to Floors for Less today, and it's an interesting topic because obviously in your home, your floors take a beating, probably more than
mine do.
Right? Kids, if you've got pets. Depending upon where you live, you know, is it somewhere that could get damp? Are you going to be tracking salt in and snow? And this time of year, you never quite know if it's going to be, you know, snow or snow. So they have a lot of different products. So I want to kind of pick their brain because there's always new technology. I know for a while hardwood floors, real hardwood floors were kind of the thing, but man, those are hard to maintain.
Yeah, I have a story from when I was in college about I was in big trouble with my mom because I ruined her hardwood floors by wearing her brand new hardwood floors. May have told this story before, by wearing stilettos all over the house. Pick.
Oh no.
So I think people are starting to steer away from hardwood a little bit.
And the technology is always changing, so finding out the ways, you know, floors that can meet your lifestyle and still be beautiful as well. So we'll have to pick their brain on that. And that's actually coming up after the break. This is Girl Talk. Stay with us. Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are at Monroe Furniture Center today in what I'm calling the cabin corner.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, right? It's kind of getting me excited for summer. I know a lot of people have different cabins that they go to, warmer months, maybe a lake. Oh,
it's
I love
coming.
thinking of those
It's coming
things,
for
right?
you.
And coming with spring and summer, a lot of people have remodeling projects that they've been thinking about all winter long. Maybe you've been thinking of one, especially flooring, which can make a really big difference in your home.
Yeah,
and so with us today, we have Nikki Tuffrey. She's with Floors for Less. So excited to have you here.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us. Yeah, we appreciate it. And so you're kind of the guru. You guys really specialize in floors.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about what you do.
So Floors for Less is a family-owned store.
Okay.
We have 2 locations, Broadhead and Madison.
You're our neighbor in Madison.
We
right?
are.
Very close.
We are. We're just on Applegate Road, so most people see the big construction equipment right next door to that, a fish hatchery in the Beltline. Broadhead, we are really centrally located in the city. We have a wide variety of products for people. So we have carpet, hardwoods, luxury vinyl, tiles for floors and mosaics. We have laminate, just like pretty much a you name it, one-stop shop.
Awesome.
I feel like with our flooring, we ask so much of it. We want it to be durable. We want it to be easy to care for. We want it to be beautiful and affordable. And you have all that, it sounds like, with the variety that you offer. You mentioned 2 locations. I knew about the Madison one, and the other you said is Broadhead?
Broadhead.
So that's a newer one.
That's a newer one. It's been around for a couple years now. I want to say 2 or 3 years. It is right on the main strip. I'm not as familiar with the Broadhead city as much as Madison. Getting familiar with it, it's a beautiful community. They have a lot of great things that they like to do in the community, so we love supporting them.
I'm sure you have many answers to this question, but in your opinion, why do people love coming to Floors for Less? What's the experience like? What does the shopping experience look like?
So everybody that works here has a big heart. So when you walk into our store, you're going to feel it. And we're going to hold your hand and we're going to say, all right, this is a daunting experience. We know that you probably don't know as much about flooring as we do. So if you need an education, we'll walk you through the different products and what they are and how they work and what that means for your house. We will walk you through the pricing that's involved in that. We will walk you through colors. We will help you. We really try and help you from start to finish. That kind of differentiates us from a lot of people where we're not a big box store. We're not going to have somebody that just in off the street and shoo you over to where the hardwood floors are. We're really going to take our time with you.
That's a really good point. You mentioned that it's a daunting experience. It definitely can be. You know, the exciting part is maybe the look, if you have something in mind that you really like, but then you have no idea some of what you mentioned, Janet, the durability components and all of those other things, how you're going to use it.
Absolutely. So what we typically do is have you walk us through your room, have you walk us through what your vision is, and then we just start pulling some pieces and saying, okay, tell me what you like or what you don't like, and kind of help you narrow down the colors, because sometimes you walk in with one idea and then you end up with something completely different that you thought.
Every time, yeah.
Yeah, I contributed to actually dress shopping with women. You walk in and you're like, this is exactly what I want. And you leave and you go, that is not what I expected, but I love it.
But I love it, yes, exactly.
We're almost out of time, Nikki, but do you guys have any sales going on right now?
We do.
Okay.
We have a hardwood sale going on, March Madness.
Love it.
So the March Madness sale is on a sale on solids and engineered flooring.
Very good.
So quickly, along with the products, you also provide service. Do you do the installation too?
We do installation, or you can do it yourself. We'll help you with that process as well.
Wow.
Okay, we're going to head to break, but I have to ask the question because I love talking trends. Is there a big trend in flooring?
Luxury vinyl planks.
Yep. Durable.
Durable,
Easy to clean.
beautiful look.
Waterproof.
Oh, that's a nice one. Again, this is Nikki Tuffrey. You can go see her at Floors for Less in Broadhead and Madison.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us. Appreciate it.
Have a great day.
And we'll be back more with Girl Talk right after the break.
Nailed it. Awesome. Hi folks, welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming today in Monroe. We're at Monroe Furniture Center. Later, we're going to be chatting with the owner, Jerry, about appliances, so stick around for that. Recently, Janet, you caught up with Dr. Angela Cody.
I did. Village Smile Care is a dental office out in Mount Horeb. Dr. Angela Cody's the owner, and went out and spoke about dental x-rays. You know, it's kind of like, I always wondered, do I really need it? Because they're a pricier part of your dentist appointment.
Right.
So we ask her all the hard questions. If you're looking to trim your dental bill, some folks consider skipping the x-rays, but is that really a good idea? How important are they, and how often should we have them? Here to answer those questions and more is Dr. Angela Cody. She's here at Village Smile Care in Mount Horeb. Thanks for letting me come back and ask you about dental health.
Yes, thank you.
So, we need dental x-rays, I presume, yeah?
Yeah, so we always do a visual exam, but there's so many areas of the mouth that we can't see visually, and they're very important to check. So without them, we're missing a lot. And a lot of things, if they're caught early, can be treated more conservatively. For example, about 60 to 75% of cavities start between the teeth where you'd floss. And without x-rays, we just can't see that area. And if we wait until we can actually see them, a lot of times the decay will already be into the nerve, requiring a root canal. So it's important to detect the cavities between the teeth. Other types of x-rays can show us bone levels and check for bone loss, as well as seeing cysts or things that might be developing in the jawbone that we wouldn't be aware of without them. So it's really important to see those areas both, on the x-ray that we can't see visually.
What types of x-rays do you do here?
So most of the typical dental x-rays that are done are bite wing radiographs, which are the ones that show the upper and lower jaw at the same time. And those mostly check for cavities between the teeth and bone levels. A periapical might be taken to see the root structure of a single or multiple teeth. This machine here takes a panoramic, which goes around the head. That's good for orthodontics, to see the roots in the bone, also checking for cysts and tumors, things like that, and any problems with the roots, and also wisdom teeth. And then we also have 3D imaging, CBCT, which is a newer technology that shows 3 dimensions instead of 2. So that's useful for planning things such as implants, checking bone density and levels, and also looking for canals and cracks in teeth for root canal treatment.
It is really amazing how much dental care has come along over time. How often do we need to get the x-rays?
It really varies patient to patient. We tend to customize that. Patients that are at higher risk for cavities might get them as often as every 6 months. But a typical patient, about yearly, is good to check for the cavities, and then getting the full series of either periapicals or panoramic to check the bone and roots is about every 3 to 5 years.
Okay, so sometimes, well, I think anytime we talk about x-rays, you can't help but think about radiation. And how much exposure are we getting? Should we be worried about that?
Well, that's a common concern a lot of our patients have, and I think it's kind of a misconception that you're getting a lot of radiation. Dental x-rays are very focused, so we use a small cone and it comes in and only gets the area we need. And so that is, less radiation than medical x-rays for sure. A typical dental x-ray, I have this graph that shows some interesting facts, but eating a banana even exposes you to radiation. And so the typical amount of radiation we get just in daily life from the environment is about the same as a full set of dental x-rays. And so it's actually less than a flight, like a 1 to 2 hour flight is typical of what a full set of dental x-rays are. A single image is only 2 microsieverts. Just to give you a range, the full set would maybe be about 4 to 10 microsieverts, and a flight would be about that same amount. A chest x-ray is 5 times that, and a mammogram is 3,000 microsieverts. So it's very, very minimal. So the dental, it's very small, and there's been lots of things that have decreased that radiation.
And what can we do ourselves to reduce any exposure, even though it sounds like it's small?
Yeah, it is. So we recommend, we use aprons and thyroid collars as needed depending on the type of x-ray. I also recommend finding an office that uses digital. It's about 70% less radiation than traditional film x-rays, so that can help lower your dosage for sure.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, and if people want more information, just to kind of read on their own, where do you recommend them going?
The American Dental Association has a lot of great information. So if you visit www.ada.org, you can get some good tips about when you should have x-rays specific to you and radiation dosages.
Or you can just come to Village Smile Care here in Mount Horeb and talk to Dr. Angela Cody yourself. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
We're Girl Talk. Stay close. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome back to Girl Talk. If you're just tuning in, we've been having a lovely time here in Monroe at Monroe Furniture Center. We've moved from the cabin to the kitchen, and there's good reason for that. We're talking appliances today, and of course now we're with Jerry Beckman, the owner here at Monroe Furniture Center. Thanks for having us here today.
It's always fun having you guys. I enjoy it. So
We've been having a good
let's
time.
make it a habit.
Let's do that. Yeah, it's been wonderful. Now we're talking about all kinds of appliances. If you didn't know, there is a large appliance section here, kind of extending on and on. But let's talk brands to start. What kinds of appliances do you carry?
And we carry full line of appliances, but we carry Amana, Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid appliances. Each one of them brings a little something different to the table. Amana is really kind of basic appliances. So somebody who wants a range that they're going to turn it on and set the temperature and go, that's probably Amana.
Okay.
Whirlpool is going to give people a little bit more bells and whistles, for lack of a better term. Maytag is Maytag. They're just really, really well-made appliances and been around a long, long time. And then KitchenAid is kind of the high-end. Got really, really great features, but just really, really awesome stuff. KitchenAid is for the people who really like to entertain and for people who cook a lot. Not me. I cook pizzas and stuff, frozen pizzas in the oven. You know, I don't need. I have KitchenAid at home, but I don't need KitchenAid at home.
I hadn't thought about that as brands really catering to different types of lifestyles.
It
That's
really
neat.
does.
Yeah.
It really
Cool
does.
breakdown. And do you guys have a complete line of appliances? I know you mentioned some brands in particular.
Yeah, we carry pretty much anything you can get your hands on.
Okay.
We carry, obviously, electric ranges, gas ranges, refrigerators, side-by-side, French door refrigerators, bottom freezer refrigerators, top freezer refrigerators. Freezers, both chest freezers and upright freezers. Built-in is becoming a really big category. A lot of people are building again now and remodeling.
Yep.
So built-in ovens, built-in cooktops are really, really big.
I'm even seeing microwave ovens off to the side here.
Microwave ovens, washers and dryers, can't forget that. That's like 60 or 70% of the business, so you can't forget washers and dryers, both top mount or top opening washers or front load washers. So anything and everything we can really get our hands on.
Awesome.
And we carry a lot of appliances. We carry 400, over 400 at any given time. So
Oh my
pretty much have it in stock, but if we don't, the companies we buy from, we get them within a few days. So, I mean, they ship fast.
Oh, nice.
And we were joking earlier that your name could actually be Monroe Furniture, Appliances, and even accessories.
Mattresses and whatever else you want. Yeah,
exactly.
Anything and everything, yes.
Oh, let's talk about servicing. So you sell all these different appliances. Do you service them as well?
Right, we do. We have a service tech that does strictly, he kind of focuses on refrigeration. So if you got that freezer or that refrigerator that's giving you a problem, you can call us and we'll take care of that. We are a Whirlpool Corporation service center, meaning if it's within the warranty period for any of the brands that I mentioned, we are the service center for them brands. Now, if you carry a brand that is not one that we normally carry, we can also service that for you outside of the warranty period, not during the warranty period.
Sure.
So if it's a 5-year-old, whatever brand refrigerator or range or
Like
something.
GE, 'cause you don't-
GE, we don't carry GE,
Right.
but we can service GE if it's outside of the warranty period.
Interesting.
So yeah, and we have a full parts department. I don't talk about our parts very often. I should, because we can get any part somebody needs. And again, for any brand somebody needs. Obviously, we carry parts for some of the stuff we offer, but we really can get parts for anything. that
You had
people
mentioned
need.
something earlier about filters as well.
And we carry a full line of stainless steel cleaners, water filters, air filters. There's little charcoal filters in your microwaves, should be changed periodically.
Oopsie.
Jessa doesn't change her water filter, so we're gonna teach her a little bit about that.
Busted, yeah.
So water filters are supposed to be changed like every 6 months. Obviously, that depends on, some people use a lot more water than other people do, but
Right.
they say every 6 months you should change the water filter in your
So
refrigerator.
10 years is too long.
A little bit, did you notice when your water was brown that it didn't really register to you, did it?
Yeah, I stopped using the refrigerator water dispenser.
But so yeah, and any of that kind of stuff, and there's if you have a smooth cooktop, we have the cleaners for that smooth cooktop.
Yeah, that's really helpful. There's so many things that go into all these appliances.
There really
It's
is.
nice to know that there's kind of a one-stop shop for those items.
It really is, and that's something that people don't always think about when they're purchasing a washer or a refrigerator or something like that. They don't think about the filters, but like I said, pretty soon, especially in the newer ones, a little light's going to come on in your refrigerator and say, "Time to change your filter," and you're going to go, "I wonder where I get that."
Yeah.
Or where it is on your
Or where it
refrigerator.
is.
That was my problem. Problem solved. Let's talk a little bit from an economic standpoint about where all of these appliances are made. There's so much here. Where do they come from?
We're really proud to offer Whirlpool appliances. Whirlpool, when I say Whirlpool, Amana, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid are all owned by Whirlpool. Okay, so when I say Whirlpool, that's the whole umbrella.
The umbrella.
They're all made in America, and we love to talk about that kind of stuff because most of the other brands, we have signs that hang up around our store, most of the other brands are not all made in America. The last check they employ 22 or 24,000 employees in America.
Wow.
It's really, really cool. And so the fact that they're employing, and it's in Ohio, they have Tennessee, they have Amana, Iowa, Michigan. So all around, especially in the Midwest area here, they're pretty good coverage. That's one of the reasons we get really good service. Like I said, we'll place an order on Monday, and usually our appliances come on Wednesday.
Awesome.
Wow, that's really
So
great.
that's why, like I said, if you came in and we didn't have exactly what we want, and we'll have it in a few days.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're running out of time. We got to talk about some of the new stuff real quick before we go.
Okay. I love the black stainless that we're sitting in front of here.
So
Black
cool.
stainless is a relatively new finish. Came out about a year ago.
No fingerprints.
No fingerprints.
She
Yes,
checked.
There you go. She tried to smudge it for me. It didn't work. Whirlpool and KitchenAid are carrying that. They're coming out with a new color. It's not shipping yet, but I hope to see it soon, called Sunset Bronze. It's kind of a champagne color. Really, really cool stuff. Would brighten up a kitchen, I think, really nice.
bet.
That's coming out, I'm hoping, in the next month. They're coming out with smart appliances, and we're starting to carry smart appliances. Smart appliances you can program from your phone. So you're leaving work, and you want your oven to be preheated when you get home.
For that pizza.
For that pizza that I'm cooking, yeah. I doctor them up, though. They're really good when they're done. Yeah. Yeah. So you tell your oven to preheat to 375 degrees, and when you get home, your oven is ready to go. And other appliances too, your dishwashers and other things you can use it for too. But it's really cool. These smart appliances are smarter than I am.
They're
so
smart.
They're smarter than I am.
That's what
so.
we wanted.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really great. Well, unfortunately, we got to head out, but thank you
Okay.
for sharing all this with us, Jerry. It's been a pleasure, as always.
Well, thanks a lot for coming back.
All right. Well, thank you all of our guests for joining us today. Thanks for watching. We're going to see you next time here on Girl Talk.
Beauty and styling for Girl Talk provided by the Ultimate Veritas Spa and Salon.